What are the Dark Brothers? I've seen you talk about this on your YouTube.
Yeah, the Dark Brothers. So Thoth the Atlantean, he wrote these Emerald Tablets, right?
Mhm.
The Emerald Tablets of Thoth. In there, he talks about these Dark Brothers or these people that operate from behind the scenes. And you see them even today. You don't see them, but you know they're there.
Right.
So they navigate the world and they operate from behind the scenes. Like there's people on this planet that you'll never see in Forbes Entrepreneur magazine, but they're
Mhm.
worth trillions of dollars. Forget 100 million, 50 million, 50 billion, 30. No, those people are poor compared to these people.
Mm.
They're worth 700 trillion, 800 trillion dollars.
Dang.
They operate from behind the scenes and they pull all the strings everywhere worldwide. They fund both sides of all wars.
Mhm.
And these people manipulate everything from behind the scene. You'll never know who they are. You'll never know what their faces look like. You'll never be able to walk up to their house or knock on their door. And so these Dark Brothers, they actually operate on this planet right now. And they've been talked about for eons, right? That text is over 30,000 years old. And these Dark Brothers, he warns us that they have the power and control over the masses of the planet. But it's our job to realize it, recognize it finally, and take back control.
Mm.
And the only way to take back control, according to the tablets, is to stop playing their game.
Mm.
Once we recognize that we're supposed to all seek the light, we're supposed to all love one another, we're supposed to all work together instead of being separate and falling for divide and conquer tactics, that makes us weak. And that allows them to continue to manipulate. And they also, he says, manipulates us through fear.
Mm.
What do you see all the time when you turn the TV on, right?
Fear.
You look at mainstream news, it's fear nonstop. They
Yep.
just keep pumping it, pumping it. And once they have the fear inside of you, they just mold you and bend you to whatever they want to do. But when you can see that, when you realize that fear is actually a choice, and then you realize that the divide and conquer tactics is a technique used to weaken us,
Mm.
that we're stronger together than apart, then 8 billion people will not be controlled by less than 100 people.
Wow. What are some common divide and conquer tactics you see them using on the public?
Well, I see the first one, I think I call it the lower level, is just religion.
Mm.
Religion is extremely divisive in terms of the way that it divides and conquers people. Even just within Christianity alone, you have all these different versions of Christianity.
Mhm.
And all those people think they got the best version, and
Right.
all of them can't stand each other, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to Baptist, so I'm Pentecostal, no, I'm Presbyterian, I got the best one. And so, like, for real? And so that creates this division and separation. And then, of course, you have the political system, in my opinion, which also creates separation. There's a lot of inequality that's still, now it's gotten a lot better, don't get me wrong, but there's still a lot of inequality, and they put one group of people against another, especially when they're campaigning. They find ways to manipulate words and manipulate what they're talking about to make it look like they're on this side, not that side. I'm on this side, not that side, because they want to pull votes.
Mm.
That creates the two sides going head to head. It could be racial, it can be economical, it can be, there's very different ways that they do it. It's not only always race, but it's always very different ways that they go against each other. Then the financial system
Yeah.
creates a lot of division and separation. Some people just don't have the same capability and accessibility to funding and loans and interest rates and so forth,
Mhm.
especially when you're in some of these impoverished communities, which you just don't get a chance. Sometimes you fill out an application for a credit card. You can have excellent credit, but because of your zip code, you will not get approved.
Right.
There's still people today that are having they did a whole study on this, all right, behind the scenes. They said, let's try this. People who are getting their house sold, trying to sell their house, the appraisal comes in lower than a different kind of family.
Mm.
So they took all the pictures down off the walls and everything else and put up pictures of different family members, of a different race of people. And then guess what? The value of the house on the next appraisal goes up.
Wow.
So this thing going on where it's all through financial, through real estate, through political, through religion. It's just there.
Yeah.
Even my third grade teacher, she had everybody stand up and say what they want to do for a living. I said, I want to be famous and be on TV.
Mm.
Third grade. She chuckled at me and said, oh, Billy, you'll never be famous and be on TV. You're poor. Look where you come from. And the whole class laughed at me.
Crazy.
And I cried. But I'm on TV now. So, but the thing is, that could have demolished me. That could have crushed me.
Yeah.
But that, again, is part of that system of that programming of divide and conquer that keeps people divided and separate, saying you have a limit on you because you're here. You're here, or you have a limit because you're doing this, or you have a limit because you don't have that. And we have to realize that those are all false limitations. They don't exist. We have to unite, and we have to stop allowing this small group of people, these dark brothers, to rule over us
Yeah.
by not participating in their systems and their games, and realizing that there's only one consciousness and we are all part of one source. And we need to understand we have to love each other, man.
Yeah, for real. So with their control of almost everything, including the public education system, do you think there's ways to improve that, educating our youth?
Yeah, there are ways. The ways to do it are literally to take control of the system by finding ways to educate your own kids.
Mm.
We have to know that, for example, the system that's out there now, I'm not saying teachers try their best.
Hmm.
They just try. They don't even get paid a lot of money,
Right.
but they're all part of the programming that's been given to them.
Hmm.
Right now in school, the biggest problem we have is they don't teach you anything. They teach you how to take tests.
Yeah.
So you're being taught how to answer, remember how to answer questions. You're not being taught any real knowledge.
Hmm.
And so if I go up even to an adult and say, hey, what's 2 times 2? And they'll tell me, oh, it's 4, real quick. I say, now, why is it 4? They have to think for a minute
Yeah, yeah.
because they've been taught to memorize answers. You've been given all your timetables. You've been taught how to memorize what the answer should be. So you're going on a memory system. You're not going on a problem-solving system.
Right.
And we have too many people. That's just one small example. The school system is teaching us how to memorize answers, but not how to solve real-world problems. And because of that, we have a failing society.
Mm.
You see, and we have to keep importing people with these S1 visas or whatever they call them to come here to help run tech and build this and come up with all these great ideas for the United States because we ourselves don't have them in most cases.
Yeah. No, I definitely agree with that, man. It's all memory. And it's
Yeah.
usually topics that are so useless.
Yeah, that's right. You should take kids. This is how we change things. Number one, you take kids, you put them in a group setting. You put a lot of stuff on the floor, different things that could be parts of different industries.
Hmm.
And you see what kids gravitate towards what.
Mm.
And when you see a kid consistently gravitating towards a specific thing, then what you do is say, we're going to show him how to do this on another level.
Yeah.
We're going to work with this group of kids on this because they're passionate about this. So you have to isolate and find out what the kids' passions are initially. And when you find their passion, then you can help them develop that passion. Then they become experts at that passion. And when they become experts, there's a need for that passion in the world. When they feel that need for that passion that they have, money is a side effect that shows up in their bank account.
Absolutely. I love that. Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.